me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a bag.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Rodgers on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Johnson, the Houston ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to Paris Campbell. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On third down, Brissett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, able to avoid him. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Johnson again, the ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
from the gun. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Naheem.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Another.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Brissett sets to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Houston.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
And the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this or that?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we get the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. was just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They'll have to get it out quickly. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out.
17.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. That's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hines. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. Danico Autry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now it's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On downs.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They run again with Hines. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Texans 17.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Here's Watson.
And it's third down.
He's going to let it fly. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Looking to run with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Brissett. Back at the 16-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Colts 42, Texans 17.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive